In a couple of months' time, Gran Turismo 4 will be 20 years old, which honestly makes me feel pretty ancient. I mean, what can I say about Gran Turismo 4 that hasn't been said in a better way by various game journalists over the years, other than it is a game that I think defines me as a sim racing and racing fan. Not only that, but my taste of cars and what I find interesting now has seemingly all been dictated by this game from 2004.
I'm trying to think, do you own a car that isn't Japanese?
No.
But despite being the cool, calm and collected sim racer that I am, I have never driven Gran Turismo 4
Today, Junior?
with a wheel. I've always used a controller. And using the wonders of modern technology, I'm not only going to try GT4 for the first time on a wheel, I'm going to try it using my Moser R21 direct drive wheel. Which leads me nicely onto a slightly different topic. That's right, if you're looking to begin your sim racing journey or even just upgrade your sim racing setup, then Britzy is the place to go. We stock a whole host of sim racing wheel and pedal manufacturers, and we've even started to offer turnkey rigs, so you haven't got to worry about a thing. So if you're interested in joining myself on the virtual racetrack, then head over to Britzy, link down below in the description. Man, this is so weird being on this screen and playing this with a wheel. I guess we're going to head into Gran Turismo mode. I do have a playthrough that I'm going to be using. This is my Spec 2 playthrough that I've been playing on stream. Feel free to go find that somewhere else. What a move. What's our current car? Oh, okay, it's the Nissan Skyline R32 GTR, complete with some wheels that I definitely can't afford. So just getting set up then for our first race in GT4 with a wheel. This is Suzuka, 98-point race. That ain't so bad. We can win that. Oh, what a start! And away we go! Driving GT4 with a modern direct drive wheel. Let's go. Down the T1. Oh, the brakes. You have to really hit them for anything to happen. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's not a good start. That's not the best start. Listen, don't judge me by my T1. We're even using the cockpit view that comes with the Spec 2 overhaul. It's not the best in the world. I feel like I could actually cut myself quite viciously there. Fighting some lovely shundersteer right now. You can feel the vibration in the curves. That's wicked. It's not going so well so far, but even just from my quite scuffed first lap, the car moves around. You feel it move around. You feel the weight shift as you have those moments. The wheel has the same sort of reaction as it does in a modern sim. That transfer of weight as the wheel tries to self-center. It's still there. It's there in a game from 2004. I mean, we're not in the fastest car in the world, but it's so cool to be on board in this Skyline, trying to chase down other Skylines. This transforms the game. Why have I never done this? It's sort of that brake pedal. The brake pedal, I've only got a brake right at the top of my pedal right now, so it's quite hard to modulate that. Oh God, sorry. Oh, what a move. But it's sliding out of the corner, and the game's like, yeah, all right, do it. I mean, the force feedback, don't get me wrong, it's pretty basic. It is just kind of like a strength. But you do feel when the car gets loose. You feel it when it slides, which is something that, obviously, when you're on a gamepad, you've got no idea what's going on. You're just sort of hoping for the best. Downside for me, really, is trying to get that, like the brake doesn't seem to work really in the way I want it to. So I find myself really struggling for these sections. I might have to try and tune that in a second, but otherwise, it is wicked. I'm getting my ass kicked by an R33. What life is this? That's so mad to me that the car just like moves out of the corner in that way. For me, like, my gamepad experience of GT4 has been just understeer central forever. In this, you really feel the car move around. It's something special. Yeah, too much, Jimmy! We can still win this. No, we can't. Well, you know what they say, finish third. Third you have to finish. Well, that was fun and all, but I think we should try something a bit faster. So this car should need no introduction, but if you want one anyway, this is the Castrol Tom's Super GT Supra. Look at it, isn't it gorgeous? One of the poster cars for the early Gran Turismo games, and for me, like, it's just iconic in that Castrol livery. But perfection. And unlike the Skyline we just drove, it has racing slicks and decent suspension and aero. And I'm curious to see what that feels like on this direct drive wheel. I feel like a kid. I really do. It feels like when I first drove this game. I'm getting the big nostalgia kicking the balls at the moment. My God. Anyway, that aside, I'm now going to get my ass kicked in this car. I've taken it to an event that is definitely underpowered for. I mean, look at the competition. Oh, that's not good. 200 points, never good. Oh my God. That's so much better than the gamepad. I'm actually driving the car. I'm actually driving the car. This has no right being this good. Oh my God. It's just so cool. This poor little Toyota's not got the pace, but we're terrifically underpowered for this race right now. Come on, let's get that CLK. I feel like I'm having to hustle the car. I've never hustled a car in GT4 before. Yeah. Oh, what a move. The dive. This is like the cockpit view that's added to this mod. Really? Oh my God, there he goes. We're not going to catch the leaders. We're having a great fight of this CLK here.
I want you to spank me again.
Like, GT7 AI isn't this good. I'm not saying the GT4 AI is perfect. Not by any stretch of imagination, but... Oh, this is so cool. I'm sorry, I'm just gushing. The only thing I need to fix is that brake pedal. It's not quite... You will see my brake input is very odd. It's because, like... Basically, I've only got the top maybe 40% of my pedal in the game. I am having this thing with the 4C back sort of turn itself off every now and then, but it does come back again. Like, it's not perfect, this, don't get me wrong, far from perfect, but just getting to play it and getting to experience it. Oh, I'm going to stream the shit out of this now. But, I mean, I think it just goes to show just how far ahead of its time GT4 was. So I can be sitting here now as a grown-ass man in my 30s and still appreciating what Polyphony did in this period. They achieved something I don't think anyone else has managed. Even themselves. I mean, don't get me wrong, GT7 is a very cool game, but it just doesn't have the feeling of these games. And maybe that's me just being nostalgic, who knows, but like... It's just so good. It's so good. But what we're going to do now is jump into something even faster. We've tried a road car, we've tried a pretty decent race car. Now, it's time to try something spooky. So if we head over to the driving missions section of the game and scroll right to the very end, we come across this. This is the Chase Battle Mercedes Showdown. Now, I actually attempted this on stream, and I just couldn't do it. I kept making mistakes. The gamepad just was too inconsistent. I had the pace to do it, but I just couldn't quite get to the end. This time, however, I'm on my trusty Moser R21.
I want your soul.
Let's see if we can now handle the CLK around the Nordschleife. Pretty familiar with this circuit, as you guys might know by now. But not so much in Gran Turismo 4. This is actually the first time, I think it was the first time for a lot of people, that I discovered what the Nordschleife was through this game. Me and my friends used to do the split screen battle, pick a random car and just do race after race after race in the evenings. It was some of the best times in gaming I've ever experienced. Oh god, it's bumping through there. Oh, Jesus Christ. Now we're moving. Oh, Jesus. Yep. So the car does seem to move in an odd way. Got to try and really use the camber of the road here. I've noticed again GT really over exaggerates how useful the camber is. I mean, the camber is good, don't get me wrong, but it's like if you're not in it, you have zero grip. So it sort of does teach you to place that car in a good spot. Oh, I can go faster through here. Just need the confidence to do so. Dun, 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 dun. Easy. Go, go, go! Oh, we're catching quickly. Lovely. You'll love to see that. Through out and out. God, this version of the track is so good though. Oh gee, until there, I went straight on like a legend. What happened there?
Understeer.
Alright, Bergwork. What a bastard of a corner. It just feels like the car doesn't have any... Around 60 mile an hour, it feels useless. Yeah, lost a bit of time there, understandable. This is such an amazing experience, this. It is transformed this game for me. I mean, this game's already the GOAT, but playing it here like this is something else. How could I just not fall back in love with this again? But do you ever really fall out of love with GE4? Oh, I do when that happens. Turning so early, and even then it's not enough. Feels like the fronts just scrub along the surface. This is where I think you start feeling GT4's age a little bit, is in these sort of cars where you don't really know what the car is doing. It sort of sometimes turns in, sometimes doesn't. But to be honest, I felt that on the gamepad. But in that Super GT car, that seems to be where the game is the best. In terms of handling, a little bit of aero, not infinite. Good brakes, good suspension, good tyres. This is just a bit too much for the game, it feels like. So we have to catch the thing and pass it. Bear in mind, if we go into the back of our mistake, we lose quite a bit of time. Pretty slow onto the straight there. What's the gap? I can see it, it's up there. 5.9 seconds. That will come down by about a second on the straight here because we are faster than that car on a straight line somehow. A little bit of oscillation on the straight here. You can see the car moving about quite a bit. This is me trying to keep the wheel as straight as possible.
Huh?
Oh god, on the grass. Oh god, 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 oh god. Fuck! It's over. Balls! This game is still hard. You know, like, I could sit here and grind this out, but to be honest, one, I'm already getting sweaty. I'm wearing a jumper for some reason. And two, like, I don't understand the downforce in this game. That's the one thing that I don't get. Driving this game on a wheel in a road car, awesome fun. Driving it in a race car, which isn't relying on aero, good fun. With the downforce, it's kind of strange. I don't get it. Now, I would love to try some rally driving in this. So let's try one of these license tests. I don't own any rally cars right now in the game. This is the ICE trial in the Hyundai Accent WRC car. Really interested to see how this feels, given we have a wheel now. Should be able to correct some more slides, play with the steering a bit more. Something you can't do on a gamepad. Let's see how it is. Okay, here we go. First corner's a... Can we flick? This is so good! Oh, this is wicked. This is amazing. This feels good. Oh no. Oh, this feels like how the game was meant to be played right here. Dip her in. Bit of handbrake. Watch out for the last chicane, it's nasty. Oh, that was amazing! I mean, it's only a silver, but that's so good! There's got to be more. Oh, the Grand Canyon test. This one sucks. I can't tell you how good this is. This feels as good as any other modern rally title, honestly. I mean, the way the car moves around is fantastic. I mean, there's not much feeling in the wheel. I'll give you that. There's a bit of force feedback from the rumbling of going over the gravel. Out of the way, boys! I'm coming through! Guys, it's just... It has no right being this good. Like, I'd play a full game using these physics. If GT wanted to make a rally game in this era, like this, with the wheel, it all makes so much more sense. I don't think it's like 100% accurate, but it's just good. Do you know what I mean? Where you can tip the car into the corner and sort of induce this slide before you even get to the corner there. It's just something you can't do on a gamepad unless you're very skilled, so basically not me. Here, look. I wish I could really get across just how much I'm blown away by this. Well, that was Gran Turismo 4 with a direct drive wheel, and I can honestly say that was far beyond what I expected it to be. It has brought a new life to the game for me. In fact, I'm very confident that I'm going to turn this camera off and just keep driving, because it's just so much fun to drive. There are a couple of things that are not quite right, like I don't quite understand the downforce in the fast cars, and I do sometimes the 4C back sort of turns off for a second or so, then comes back again, usually in like a big steering situation. But you've got to try this. You've got to try this. I'm not using the original hardware today, and you can't really use a direct drive wheel on the original hardware, but if you are playing it the same way I am, definitely give it a go. It is worth your time, and I'm just so impressed that this game can still be that good and that much fun nearly 20 years later. Take care, have an awesome day. See you all next time.